because it has cockblock. Oh no, really? Oh, gotta change my thingy. 1 second, I'm gonna have a drink. Pardon me, sorry for burping near the microphone. Okay, so we're not doing reaction anymore, it's Doki. I wonder how popular Doki Doki Literature Club actually is on Twitch. Does anyone know? Because I'm curious. How popular is it? Browse. Doki. Oh wow. So I appear to be one of 2 people streaming this this game at the moment. Nifty. Shall we get underway? Oh, and what voices should I pick for each of them? Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. She's on my thighs? Ah, that's nice. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age. Yep, definitely over the age of 13, yep. And your consent, I agree. Huh? What was that noise? Do 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 do. Oh boy, did you see what happened then? That was a bit cursed, the way it stretched. Do 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 let it do yeah bow 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 buddy up bow new game definitely a new game. See, 17. That's over 13. We're okay. Oh no, Campadus! I was joking. I'm not actually. By the way, I'm not actually one where I wouldn't talk. Okay. I know that. Let's just go with Pyra. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but just the kind that works out because you've known each other for so long. I am aware. You're okay. You're above 13. You're okay. I know how old you are, Jade. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But yep, you're 19, so we're good. We good. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. What happened? He had to go do stuff, obviously. Last I heard, he had to go rub one out. Maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh, that was me. Whoops. Maybe. Because I only decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Pyra. How am I doing with the voice acting? Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Pyra! Have you decided to join a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. Oh, I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on with average, getting on content, just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. How's my voice acting? Oh no, I've driven everyone away.
Why do you let yourself get
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sarah must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around to realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you were just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori?
Yeah.
There's no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah. I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Osaki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sayori. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned out all of this. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yeah, let's go.
Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year class activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
Told you. Don't call me a new member. Glance around the room. Oh, hello. Welcome to the Literature Club.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously?
You bought a boy?
Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Pyra. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Mizuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Nazuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sorry, that was Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back around to the other girls.
This is Nizuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears to be comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Nazuki.
You'll click on what?
Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I didn't realize I was a dude in this situation, but hey.
You already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. It's great to meet you again, Pyra. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come together. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited.
Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As they already mentioned, it's been whitened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Nezuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Nezuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward. Oh! Hello there, Fumble. Oh, the game is too loud, is it? Okay, I can fix that. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Thank you for letting me know. Fumble. I really do appreciate it. Still feeling awkward. I take a seat next to Sayori. Nezuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Nezuki lifts up the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cat ears. The whiskers are drawn, icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. What if you beat the game? What do you mean, what if I beat the game? Is it not one that you can beat?
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Nezuki.
Yeah, well, you know.
What do you mean, what if I beat the game?
Just hurry, take one!
Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, and I follow. And it's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Sorry about that, I needed a drink. Pardon me. Sorry for burping near the microphone. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Nezuki is quiet, but I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Oh, pardon me, sorry for the creaky chair. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Nezuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard of this somewhere before. Haven't I heard of something like this before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said.
Well, maybe.
But not for you, you know. No, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Nezuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She casually places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an elbow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader at the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget publicly and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And even if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You might have worked hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like festival that are more important. I'm confident that we'll really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best.
You know
it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining.
Sorry, I was sitting on my foot and it went to sleep.
So how are the voices, or are they too much? I'd love to know your opinions, guys. I mean, that is part of what we're here for, isn't it? The Hello there. How you doing, Dean? You're your best girl, 100%. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Though I still don't. I've been doing voices, but I hope I don't bastardize it too much or make it too painful. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Pirate, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, don't do it too much. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Considering how I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way in answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Nozuki's head suddenly peeks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What I'm saying is I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Wow, how amusing. Me too. I love my fantasy pieces. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me in as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world. If only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Mizuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things,
cupcakes, don't you, Nazuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say that loud! And give that back.
Fine.
Hey, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is so cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Nazuki and puts her hand on her shoulder. Hello there, Lucid. How are you doing? I had a dream about you. Well, not everyone in the stream. Fair enough. It was good though. I'm glad it was a good dream. I like inspiring good dreams. Sayori slides up behind and put hands on the shoulders.
No.
Nazuki, you write your own poems?
Well,
I guess sometimes.
why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Nazuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer yet. I understand how Nazuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. So, I'm pretty sure you slept Fuji. Okay. Fair enough. I trust the form of writing is writing to oneself. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh, hello there. Thank you, Lucid, for the booba pat while going through Doki Doki Literature Club. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Nazuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. This game is kind of cursed. I think the voices I'm doing are kind of cursed too. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Well, at least we'll sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Nazuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. If you know how to beat this game correctly, then you know. I've not played this game before. I know nothing about it, just that it goes really fucked up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond. This will go well.
I don't believe you. No belief. I don't believe you. No. I don't believe you. Now that we have a new member. Oh, I read that already. Isn't that right, Pyra? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I don't know why you're giving off a different vibe today. I don't know. What is it? I'm doing each of the voices. I'm doing the voices of the things. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but... No, that's... Oh. I hope it's not a bad thing. I hope it's not a bad thing, Lucid. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls staring back at me with dejected in their eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought... What do you mean congratulations to Koji? Why, what happened? You got me confused, Lucid. The car? What? Did he get the car going again, did he? No, I don't know. Don't know what? Tell me. Oh, he got a new car. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. What do you mean by congrats to Koji? Is it just because he got a new car, or there was something else that happened? I'm confused.
Pyra!
You... Oh yeah, congrats. Now you don't have... Oh yeah, that is good, but I didn't know is Koji here? Or, I don't know. Oh. Ah. Yeah, I didn't have time to back check everything. Yeah. That was new to me. Congrats, now he doesn't have to... I'm sure he would have spoken up if he was here, because I've not heard from him. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing... That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Seatbelt!
One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Well, I did kind of send him a message yesterday saying, you good? And he told me, oh, okay, cool. I'm happy for him. I got stuck out in the rain yesterday, so yeah, it was not a good day. Lunch was good though.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Sarah already wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Hey, hey, hey. You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
I ripped off a callus on my hand yesterday.
Why would you do that? That always hurts like a motherfucker, and it usually bleeds too. Like a bitch. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
No reason. I thought, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially start today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Pyra, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
But I fucked up my body right now.
Oh no!
But my fucked up body right now will not allow me. That sucks. Yeah. Sorry to hear that your body's so fucked up right now. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Especially how I like working out. I actually enjoy the act of working out as well. I actually find it fun. But yeah. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up the food.
Hey, Pyra! Since we're already here, you want to walk home together?
That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore. Because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Sometimes good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Yeah, but I ripped the cup while doing a deadlift. Oh no! I hope you warmed up before the deadlift. Strawberry skirt. Hopeless. Okay, good. Bastard, despise, lipstick, uncanny, dark, papa, flea. Games. Sing. Misfortune. Disorientated. Universe. And it's one of those pains that you're silent but you're struggling. Yeah. I know the feeling. I do know the feeling. Fulgent. Fickle. Crimson. Melody. Philosophy. Incapable. Vivid. Vivid desire. Unrestrained. Unending. Pleasure. And the one climax. Infallible. Vibrant. Excitement. Hi again, Pyra. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Pyra. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Nazuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Nazuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Nazuki plops back to her seat. Plops? What a choice of words there. Don't worry, guys. Pyra always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. It's kind of pain that I can't work out. Yeah.
How come you and Pyra can become so good friends too?
Mm-hmm. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Yuri even bought you something today. So, no.
Wait, sorry. Me? Not really. You see, the worst thing is when you love seeing results of working out and you love doing it, it's easy to take that. Yeah, it's not nice. I know what you mean.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah. I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright.
Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even though you don't usually read. Imagine are you? What do you mean by that? In reality, you're just fucking ripped. You go down. How can I go down to a gym 8 days a week? There's only 7 days in a week. I'm not as ripped as I'd like to be, okay? And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Oh my gosh, she's cutely playing with her hair. What do I do? She's cutely playing with her hair. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Nazuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, it seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. It's a smutty book, isn't it? It's a book of smut! It must be a book of smut! Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me. But I've decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, 50,000 Shades of Grey. Yes, that must be it. Yeah. Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. This book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in her long-lost younger sister. With her long-lost younger sister. It might be hentai. Could be. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Is the PH term service? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made the sound like it was going to be a nice story, so dark that it came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Pyra? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive. That's how you tell. That's how you can tell. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. I challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When those horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should have let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you are passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put onto my bag. Alright, it's fine. I sit here. Right. I slip into the next seat. Next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone else. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comfortable. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri really apologizes a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Oh my god, that's so one of my personality traits. I'm always accused of over-apologizing. What the hell? Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. Is what true that I'm always apologizing? Yeah, I am. I apologize for using the bathroom and everything. I do a lot of the time, yeah. I suppose so. Yuri... My tongue stopped working. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. you apologize to me because... Yeah, I do. No. I should stop apologizing so much, but I can't help it. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yeah. Oh, look at that ear. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm. On the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips over to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Instead of apologizing to me, just tell me to...
Well, no, why? I like your company. You amuse me.
It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Bang, I'll fix your problem. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue. The first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's a more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Pyra, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her.
That's so embarrassing that you think that. Well, wait, I didn't mean that in a bad way or anything. Sorry. I really didn't know that you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it as that is kind of cute.
Uh-huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think that's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from her finishing thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. No, it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Um, in that case,
I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks back up a bit, you know.
that's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own book time, alright?
Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I'm up to in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Yeah, I'm thinking that I was just trying to get to the end of the day, and then I was gonna say let's raid. Honestly,
Can't believe.
I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now.
In 5 minutes.
I know.
Well, now that's everyone's ready. Why don't you find someone to share with? Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can really see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuka and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should do their poem first? I'm gonna save in slow one. So yeah, this has been fun, but I have tired voice and stuff, and I've been streaming for a long time, so I think it's time we find someone to raid. Don't you? I think it's a good idea.
Today's been all fun and games.
And yet nobody lost an eye. Who should we raid? We could check it, do EOS or Mage or anyone else. What do you guys think? Who should we raid? Yeah, I'm tired. Anyone? Maybe we should look for someone that we've not met before. Oh, you do? You know someone? Who should we raid? I am still. Oh, they're live.
No. Crazy.
Ooh. Okay, let's do the raid message, shall we? Let's see. I like to go flame. Started off with the flame.
You're gonna get in trouble for this, I guarantee it.
Also has a very good
Let's
voice.
have a look at the store.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, some of these are cute.
I'm glad to be rating someone different and new.
Tron?
Pyrussy. Raid.
Half of the night? No, I'm good.
Also, just so you're aware, it's not capturing on your.
No, I know. I'm looking,
Oh,
I'm
sorry. There we go.
looking.
There we go.
Let me
Ooh.
and then I gotta change my game anyway. Nope. Yep. Game Fall Guys. Okay.
No politics. Don't break down service. Be respectful.
Alright.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Big
We
pattern.
can spam.
Why is this a pattern? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yo, this faceplate is actually really pretty. What the hell?
Do you want to invite me or?
I will invite you. Just give me a moment. I'm just looking at my everything.
Okay, here's the raid message.
So cute. I love Hatsune Miku.
You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate you hanging out with me for so long.
Is it, you have to buy it or is it a battle pass?
Yeah, I really do appreciate it.
I think there's like things you can collect.
There's a xenomorph.
You guys are awesome, and I really do appreciate it.
Wait, I don't have the battle pass. How much is it?
SCIEN.
Upgrade your season pass for fuck. Can't afford it. That's so frustrating.
How much is it?
950 and I got 400.
Science Delph. Now, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. But let's raid, shall we? Let's motherfucking raid.
Play a lot of Fall Guys though.
Yeah.
I know.
It
Ultimate
will
Idol?
be
Oh,
a
this is
night
cool.
after all
What the hell?
on the USA Network. Yeah.
Hungry Tongue
You're
Saga.
awesome.
I just
Or at least you make me